When people think about the Galapagos, the first thing that pops to your head is nature, right? The wildlife in the Galapagos and the beautiful ecosystems and the beautiful landscapes. There's also a thing that many people do not know, that is a lot of people that live in the islands is not entirely connected to their environment, connected to the ocean. So a lot of people here do not know how to swim or have never been snorkeling, and that is crazy to me, because the moment you go snorkeling, even in the closest areas of town, you get to see so many things. You get to see sea lions, sea turtles, a bunch of species of fish, a lot of invertebrates. Like, the water here is full of life. So for me it's wild that people do not appreciate that and do not understand how rich this place is and how important it is, not only for us but to the world. My name is Pazmino. I am a faculty at Universidad San Francisco de Quito and a researcher at the Galapagos Science Center. When I was growing in Isabella, I was lucky enough because we have this long white sand beach just in front of the town, so that was mainly our playing ground since I was very, very little. And I was also lucky enough that my dad was taking the time to teach both my brother and I how to swim and how to snorkel since we were very little. There is this very special place in Isabella called Concha de Perla, which is sort of a lagoon, and that's a place where my dad used to take us to snorkel. And now it's a very popular place, but 25 or 30 years ago it was not. It was actually a little bit hard to get there. It was plenty of life there, so it was the perfect playground, and it's one of the places where I really fell in love with nature, and one of the things that motivated me to follow my career as a marine biologist. The Club Chicas con Agallas is very significant, especially in places like the Galapagos, where there is a strong disconnection between the community and the natural world that surrounds them. So it brings together, or it strengthens this connection that they need to build in order to protect and to care about the place, in this case the Galapagos Islands. It's also very significant because it presents them with role models, it presents the girls with role models, so they understand that being a scientist is not only a thing that men can do, but it's also a thing that women can do, and they can do very well. So we present them with ornithologists, with botanists, with marine scientists, with terrestrial scientists, and they get a deeper understanding on what actually being a scientist means. The Gills Club, or Chicas con Agallas as we came up to name it in Spanish here, is an initiative. It's not local, it's a worldwide initiative. We decided to open a chapter here in 2019, and it's aiming to provide equal opportunities for young girls to get involved in science and in research activities, to present them with role models so they can see that they can do whatever they want, and that science is actually one of the many opportunities they have to follow a career path. We have been able to grow and to expand to a second island, to Santa Cruz. In the future, I see us getting to Isabella. It's one of the things I expect the most, is that I'm able to take this to kids in Isabella as well. They know I do this here, and they're always telling me, when is it coming to Isabella? When are you bringing it to your hometown? So this is one of the things. The other thing that I expect with the Gills Club is to grow, to be able to get more than 12 girls in a single cohort, to take 20, to take 30, to expand these opportunities to more and more people. The club itself has many benefits. One of them is it provides the girls with a secure, with a safe space for them to share ideas, for them to start thinking critically, for us to support their curiosity and to make it grow. So they know they won't be judged, they know they won't be laughed at, and they know we respect very much their opinion. And that really empowers them, and that really makes their self-esteem grow at a level that we cannot see every day.
Se lo come. ¿Entendimos? Entonces, el lobo marino se come al pez. El pez se come al. Y el tábano molesta al.
it's also bringing other benefits. For example, they get to learn new skills. They learn how to swim, they learn how to snorkel, they learn the basic tools that they can use as a citizen science for monitoring purposes to support science from their schools, from their homes. And finally, they start building this network, this community with other kids that they are not familiar with. So they make new friends, and they also get to understand why it's important to conserve their environment. And they share this message with their families, with their friends.
Del Club Chicas con Agallas lo que más me gustó fue que me sentía un poco más segura con el mar y todos los animales del mar.
Ahora ella tiene más conciencia en conservación y es súper interesante porque en el medio en el que ella se desenvuelve, que es en la escuelita, son pequeños que viven en áreas rurales, que no tienen la oportunidad de estar muy cerca del mar, y ella tiene mucho más conciencia, incluso les puede enseñar.
Lo que más me gusta de las chicas con agallas es que puedo aprender más de lo que ya sé, de que cuando me fui al mar lejos de la bahía, pude ver cosas que había visto pero no había visto tan cerca.
Lo que yo percibí de Kaya es que está mucho más consciente del lugar donde vive, del cuidado que hay que tener con todo lo que nos rodea.
Me caen muy bien todas porque son muy amables y felices y compartimos bastante tiempo juntos.
Creo que estar en el club Chicas con Agallas sí le ha cambiado de manera positiva. Sí tiene más confianza en sí, o sea que las partes, sobre todo de la experiencia, cuando salimos del aula y en todos estos tipos de actividades en las que salimos del estado de confort y nos conectamos realmente con todo este entorno hermoso que tenemos, eso cambia.
Our name Chicas con Agallas is actually a word game because agallas means the gills, but in Spanish when you are told to have agallas, that means you're brave, you have courage. So it fits perfectly with the scope of this club, that it's aiming at actually empowering the girls and raising the self-esteem so they can do whatever they want. When we started the Gills Club, we were not sure about how the community was going to accept the idea of the Gills Club, but we were very, very happy, surprised that they received it very well. So every year now kids in the community are expecting the opening of a new cohort. We have more people that we can actually accept in our cohorts every year, and we have to prioritize those girls that won't be within the age range the next year, so we can have the youngest ones joining in the future. We have had many people that thinks this is discriminating against the boys, and it is not. And we need every time to explain people that we're not trying to push boys aside, but we're actually trying to bring equal opportunities, because historically girls have had far less opportunities than boys to participate in this kind of activities. So we're trying to overcome that, and it will come the time where we can actually grow and make this a bigger project, include also boys. That's the very far future that we see, but for now we really want them to have this safe space where they can grow and where they can be valued.
Chicas con agallas!
The most important thing about the Gills Club is that we are working on the self-esteem and on the empowerment of these little girls, that they are going to be the ones leading these type of initiatives in the future, that they are the ones that are going to be spreading the message across the community. They actually are already, and that they are going to be the ones that are the future researchers or the future leaders of different type of projects at different branches, not only in science, but it can be on anything they want to do. And they are the ones who are going to be part of the good change that we expect for the Galapagos. Well, I believe if there's one place that can lead the change and can lead the world on how things should be done, is the Galapagos. We are still a relatively small community. We still know our neighbors. We still care about everything. So I believe all the NGOs, the academia, the local government are putting a lot of efforts towards environmental education, and I think the words conservation and sustainability are becoming more and more popular. What we are still missing is actually committing people to action, right? So getting them engaged into making the difference. I'm a very hopeful person, and I think we're on a good path towards that.